Today on the channel, we ride the astral plane from galaxies near and far with Zodac, Masters of the Universe Masterverse Vintage Collection, Walmart exclusive.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Masterverse unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we head to Walmart for the Vintage Collection exclusive Zodac. But for all your Zodac needs, Walmart. But for everything else under the sun, hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Gotta get a deal out there. And Zodac, man, oh man, a frustrating figure right here. A lot of you guys, and maybe you gals chime in, had a lot of issues ordering this from Walmart. I had it canceled maybe 3 or 4 times over the last, 6 months or so. What is time once again? Came back in stock. I said, I got to order some dog food. And voila, I stuck this in there to get free shipping. And it actually came. I can't believe it. So we're going to dive into Zodac, part of the Vintage Collection. Now, the Vintage Collection, we've had Skeletor so far, and then we get a He-Man along the way, kind of, with San Diego and that kind of throwback He-Man. So we've kind of had He-Man, but officially I think Skeletor and Zodac are the first two. And a bit of an interesting one with Zodac being one of the top ones released. Kind of feels weird. Feels like he should be like number 10 or back out of there. You got to get some of the heavier hitters first, but I don't know. I can't figure out Walmart and what they want. I bet you they have a buyer sitting in the corporate office down in Bentonville that says, get me that Zodac. That's who we need first. And that's why they got him moved to the front. Maybe, maybe not. Choose your own Zodac adventure. But of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Zodac I had as a little kid playing with my He-Man toys. It's so funny. I always called him Zodiac until, a decade ago or whatever, whenever it was. But he was always Zodiac to me. But he's actually officially Zodac. And a bit of a tweener. I think a tweener. Todd, you're a bit of a tweener too, so you know a thing or two about that. Goes both ways. Sometimes good, sometimes bad guy. Kind of overseeing everything a little bit as well. So you never know what side of the cards he's going to be on at the end of the day. So always keeping you guessing is one Zodac. Just like if you're guessing if your order is going to be fulfilled from Walmart. But let's take a look at the packaging here. Just like the Skeletor packaging, of course. He-Man and the Masters Universe right there. Zodac, Vintage Collection, window box. All the graphics going on. 22 points, 30 points. I was getting the McFarlane stuff mixed up. 30 points of articulation. And speaking of McFarlane, of course, Todd losing the DC license. Going to be very interesting to see where the DC figures go over to Mattel. My gut tells me this is what we're looking at. I can see them making the DC figures in the same style as these. Not a bad thing. These are really good figures. It's just, do we want to start our collections all over again? A lot of unanswered questions, and I guess a year plus from now we'll maybe understand. We'll see. Masterverse up top. Nothing on the side. Nothing on the side. On the back, some old school artwork. Very cool. Reminds you of the little comic books back in the day. Some glamour shots, a little twists and turns as well. Zodac attacks the heroic warriors using all the evil power at his command. Masters Universe 7-inch action figures. You can collect them all. Can I? Oh, thanks. Each sold separately. Battle with the laser pistol. Arm with the cosmic energy shield. Zodac, the cosmic enforcer. He's like a modern day Arn Anderson for the Four Horsemen. He is an enforcer after all. In 1982, Masters Universe took the world by storm with action figures that captured the imaginations of people from here to Eternia. Today, the Masterverse celebrates the original design as a modern 7-inch scale action figure with the Vintage Collection. They sure do. They sure do. Let's pull it out. Of course, they got the baggies, I think, off to the side. Isn't that what they usually do on these? Or is that just, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't? Let's explore. Let's explore, huh? Nothing else in there. See you later. Goodbye. Does say open, so we got to open from the bottom, apparently. Let's just tear it up. See you later. Goodbye. We got the baggie. We got the hidden baggie. How many people throw away these baggies? See you later. I don't like how they're so hidden away, but here it is. Masters of the Universe style baggie too. That's always a nice little plus there. Some extra hands, a couple effect pieces. Bam! Right off the screen. See you later. Goodbye. And then we got, of course, Zodac in the plastic prison, locked down with the twist ties, Todd McFarlane style. So some things never change from Mattel. Mattel and McFarlane, the keepers, of course, the keepers of the 7 keys, like a young Halloween back in the day. But they're keeping the twist ties alive. They're keeping twist ties in business. It's pretty good to see all these years later, if you ask me. I'm here for it, but it takes a while sometimes. But all good things come to those that wait, or something like that. You can get that cosmic pistol out. And there we go. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Okay, at least this feels different, looks different. So there is some differences here, and I like what I see there. Now, we do get the cosmic... I don't know what this is. This looks like something off of the Egyptian pyramids or something. Who knows what he's up to here. But looking very wild, very crazy. Like a wild and crazy kid. Like a young Omar Gooding back in the day. Shout out to Omar Gooding and the Wild Crazy Kids. But I do like this. And it got some holes in it. Does this fit in these holes? It kind of looks like it might. Maybe. Are the holes just for decoration? I guess they are. I thought for sure this little blast effect piece would fit in there. Doesn't seem to be the case. Now, it does fit at the end of the pistol, so very cool to get an effect piece. We get those from Marvel, we get them from the Valorverse, we get them from G.I. Joe Classified. Now Mattel giving us some of this stuff, so very cool to get this yellow piece. You could stick in there, and then in a plot twist, the extra hand here, you could stick it in there as well, so you can be shooting that out of his hand if you want him to. I don't remember him doing that, but maybe. You can choose your own adventure once again, but you can also stick this in the hand. I think that's what most people are going to do. Put this in here. So, very cool option with the old splayed out hand and all the accessories here. The weapon, of course, nice blaster, his patented blaster. If I ever see this blaster going back from when I was a little kid, I know who this belongs to. Red and silver attack. Very, very nice. Then we do get a gripping hand and a trigger hand over here. We get a Fist of Fury and another kind of splayed out hand. Now, interesting Zodac right here with these claw hands. What's he doing with these long fingernails? I heard what? Oh, you heard that too. I was just going to say that. He's got a coke problem. That's what I've heard. He's been dishing it up and keying it up. I've heard that. Fact check it. I don't like to start rumors. Hopefully he doesn't sue me, but I have heard that about Zodac. He's traveling that astral plane one way or the other, that's for sure. But now we got him out of the package right here and looking good. Actually better than anticipated out of the package. Like I said at the top, I kind of rolled my eyes when this one was announced. I'm like, it just feels way too soon for this guy to be in this set, but here we are. But I like the head here. He's got those kind of crystal eyes, kind of like we saw with Merman not too long ago. He's got that crazy helmet going there. It's funny as I always think of this as a beard down here at the bottom, but it's actually part of the helmet. But I always think he's got like a Sean Connery beard going on there. But looks very good in the head sculpt department. Very stoic as a Zodac once would be, of course. He does got the harness over the top. You can remove that if you need to. Got the big W there. Yeah, it's a W. I'm calling it right there. He's got that going on. Looking good, very scientific looking. But then he brings it back home with the loincloth down below. Nice gray loincloth. Got the Zodac Championship Enforcer belt. He created it for himself, so it's not really real, but he does wear it proudly, as we see right here. Got those hairy shoulders, of course, sculpted in hair up on the shoulders, but he's jacked. He's been working out at the intergalactic gyms, of course, as we know. He does got that hand there. It's a trigger hand, or he's saying, it's this big. Todd, he's saying, hey to you, it's this big. It's this big, Todd. That's what he's saying. Right there. Was it a fish? Is he talking about something else? I'm not exactly sure. But he's got that trigger hand there. He just got the little fins on the forearms there, like a young Batman almost is what it reminds you of. Has that. Maybe he's part fish. It could be. Could be. Who knows? Bare legs down here. And then he's got those hairy kind of crazy dinosaur feet is what it looks like. Straight off of a Luchasaurus kill shot is what it reminds me of here. Of course, in the Classics days, we got one released with these kind of feet, and then we got one with boots. Choose your own adventure. I think I prefer the kind of crazy feet over the boots. It just gives it a little bit more personality, of course. Looking good there. Arm's going to go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. The hits, they're being played right here. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Does got the hula hoop plus the waist. A lot of articulation here. Legs, big ol' splits. He's ready to take on the world if need be. Goes up for that big cosmic boot if he needs to. Thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees, very tight. Boot cut, ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. All the usual bells and whistles, all the usual articulation we want with our He-Man figures. Looking very good right here for Zodac. And I gotta say, really blew me away here. A good body style. I like the gloss over the chest piece here and on the helmet. A good head on him, some fun effect pieces. There's a lot more to like about this one than I assumed. And we all know what happens when you assume, so you gotta be careful. But I do like it. Does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Well, he's tight, but he fits. He fits. There it is right there. Old Zodac ready to defend the galaxy, ready to take on our heroic warriors. That's what he's ready to do. It said so on the back of the package. But a good-looking figure. I'm here for this. Definitely better than expected. But we did get him in the past, part of the Masterverse here. Similar but different. I think we got a little bit of reuse here, but also a lot of newness. Yeah, actually a lot of newness. A lot newer than I anticipated it to be. So once again, I appreciate that. Very, very cool. So it really feels like a different figure between these two. So I appreciate it. I thought these were going to be a lot closer. Totally different. Totally different. This one's got those kind of robotic shoulder guards on too. And I'm not a huge fan of that either. But we did get a classics one. At the end of the day, I'm truly just a classics guy. We did get the one that matches up with this one a little bit here. So pretty fun, all things considered. A deeper cut, kind of. It's one of those ones that everybody kind of knows, but maybe doesn't know. Or maybe they call him Zodiac like I did once upon a time. But a very fun figure. I got to say, blew away my expectations. That's always a good day here at the table. So there's old Zodac, the Walmart exclusive vintage collection. It should be available at Walmart right now if you head over there. Check them out. Tell them Kyle sent you. Oh, Walmart loves me, that's for sure. Story for another day. But check it out, of course, and let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. What do you think? You going to pick this up? Pass? Long game? No game? Let me know in the comments. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget about YouTube channel memberships, Patreon, all kinds of stuff over there. Your best way to support the channel. My new book, The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers, available now via me or Barnes & Noble and Amazon. Hardcover, softcover available. Brand new podcast every single Tuesday, wherever your podcasts are found, and video cast here on YouTube. Check it out. It is The Kyle Peterson Show, brand new. Check it out if you have not. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for Zodac and the Masterverse, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play? We're going to